Hello there, guys. It's your girl Belinda up in my kitchen today, getting ready to do that dough that I said I was going to do early this morning. So hi, everybody. I am here to show you how I do my dough. I have everything prepped up over here. So I'm going to go ahead and just put everything over here. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. Like I said, this probably won't download till later on this afternoon. So I'm just having my tea and trying to wake up a little bit. Still working on those hearts for the rest of the Valentine's Day display for the window. I'm actually going to show you that a little bit later, but let's get to the dough. So I'm kind of going back and forth trying to finish this up over here and also get this prepped up. All right, so I hope everybody's having a great Friday. I'm still half asleep. I sit up yesterday watching some of my shows that I like to watch. I'm into that, like the true stories, the ID stuff and all that, and I like to catch up to some of that. I also like comedy, thriller, stuff like that. So yesterday I had a very laid back day. That tea's so good. So the tea that I'm drinking today, y'all, is that positive energy tea. Okay, and I still have to get my workout in later on before I start cooking the meat. So it's going to be a long day. I have to fit in and take time out for myself, right? So it's Friday, and last Friday, I believe my kids stayed with their dad one day. He's actually taking them for the whole weekend, which is awesome because it gives moi a break. So I believe all mothers need a break, whether it's a day, two, whatever, and it's nice when you have, their father to take them. I really respect that, and I appreciate that, and he is a great dad. Okay, so back over here, so I'm going to give you a little rundown of what I have going on over here before I start the dough. So if you look over here, I already have my station set up, okay? I have my Cuisine Art ready. Open, blade is in. This is the blade that I'm using to do the dough, okay? And I had to make sure, I had to check in that little handbook that the Cuisine Art came with to make sure that I use the right blade to do the dough. Okay, it's kind of common sense, but it's always good to double check things. Okay, so I have my lid, I have my butter, I have my flat tools here. I have my evaporated milk that I told you guys, if you're watching my other videos, you'll see that I'm using that as well. And all I'm doing is switching that up for the sugar. I rather have the evaporated milk with a little warm water. It works really good with this dough. Okay, I have my eggs. I have my all-purpose flour. Okay, instead of using salt, I am using adobo for my dough. All-purpose adobo. You can use salt, you could do your own. It's your kitchen, okay? Your flavors, remember that. And I remember my mom simply doing these things as well. We're also adding in just a teaspoon of canola oil because we don't want that dough to get wet. We just want to give it a little smoothie texture. All right, I have, let's see, my pusher. I have this. I have my little baggie to stick the dough because the dough has to sit for about an hour before you even play with it. So everybody should know that, right? All right, so I'm going to get to the ingredients very quickly. For the bacalao that I'm using is going to be the bacalao, okay? Balacarrico, that's what they call it, balacarrico. So it's Pollock fillets, that's what I'm using, okay? I have 2 bags of these, but I think one's gonna do because I don't have a lot of deliveries today. I only have a few, and I know my honey plans on taking some to work as well, and also we're gonna enjoy, this is gonna be our meal for later for today for my family, well, for me and him because my kiddos are gonna be with their dad to have for the night, for Friday. Okay. So, and I wanted to quick also show you the all-natural fresh pork. That is the brand that I always get when I do pork because pork is very, it's that kind of meat you got to watch out for. You got to make sure that it's clean. So I like the all-natural pork. This is the one I always get when I do get the pork. Okay? And I am using pork hooves, which is the pork's feet. I don't know if you can see that. They're kind of floating in there. See that? But they're not the big pieces that you normally see me do in a soup. These are just little pieces. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these up with a scissor. I'm going to leave some big, maybe 2 big pieces just to give it flavor in while I'm cooking. But most of these are going to be cut. I'm going to be ripping these little pieces apart with my cooking scissors. So you can have a piece of, some of that good pork flavor into that bacalao fish, into that beautiful pastelillo for that crunch. So trust me, you don't want to miss this. I have minced garlic. I have oregano leaves. And I have, if you want to see right here, I also have my bacalao. It's in water, spring water. Okay, and I also have that pork with a little bit of that apple cider, that mother, the vinegar. That's in there already with a little bit of salt. I have this in spring water. You want to rinse this out, of course, because it's very salty. So that's what I've been doing I think I rinsed it out like 4 times already. And it's just sitting there in the water, so beautiful. I have a white onion. I have Spanish olives. I have sazon. I have tomate, the cooking-based tomato sofrito. This is the one that I'm using. Okay. I have green onion. I have those peppers. I have those fancy peppermientos here as well. So yes, I'm using simple ingredients, and these are like the main ingredients that I remember my mama using. Okay, so there you have it. Fancy peppermientos. These are really good to go with pastels and pastelillos. So make it your own. All right, I have my my beat up meter. I'm gonna be beating up those little hooves with this. And my dough, once it's wrapped up, I'm using these for both things. And I have my pen. All right, so there you have it. That's everything that I got going on here. So we're gonna go ahead and start the dough. I also wanted to tell you, when I do the dough, the first thing I do is I add, vice versa, if I was using a bowl, I always add in the evaporated milk mixed with warm water. That's the first thing I do. So that's the first thing we're going to do with the processor, okay? So let's do this. All right. I'm going to add some warm water. I would say half of a 16 ounce, okay? Then we're going to do the milk. Now this milk is really cheap. It's only $1.19. So let me just show you that. $1.19. That's all that is for this evaporated milk. This is good to cook with. This is good to bake with. This gives it a lot of sweet flavor. So that's why I'm going for this. And like I said, it's something my mama used to do. So we're going to use just a little bit. So when I say a little bit, like I would say like maybe like 4 tablespoons of this, okay? All right, because you want to go slowly with this, okay? All right, and I'm also going to add some of that flour, all-purpose flour, okay? So I'm going to add in about a cup. All right, that's good. Okay, I'm adding in 2 whole eggs. Some people just do yolk eggs, just the yolk. I do the whole egg. So make sure you don't get no shells in there. All right, and I have to get my trash can because I don't have it close to me, so let me do that very quickly. Give me 1 second here. All right, there we go. So like I said, you want to do this little by little, adding these ingredients little by little when you do the dough. You don't want to throw everything in at once. Okay? Now, last but least, you're going to add the teaspoon of the canola oil and a teaspoon of the adobo, all-purpose adobo. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And I like to give my dough a little shine to the texture. Not much, just a little bit. You'd be surprised, it goes a long way. All right, so let's push this over. I'm gonna throw that in there for now. We're gonna go ahead and add some butter, and that's it. seal this baby up and let's start processing. That tea is so on point right now. All right, simple ingredients, like I said. I'm gonna just do one big whop of butter, a tablespoon. We're gonna move all this stuff because we know this food processor does vibrate hard because it's a good one. And I wish I had a better area to actually lay it in there to sit it down. A harder table or whatever you want to call it. So I hope everybody's enjoying their day this morning. My kiddos are in school. And my honey's working, as always. Like I said, he works really hard. And I have a couple deliveries I'm doing today as well. So, let's do this. Make sure everything's locked. Okay. All right, we're going to add in some more dough. So that's the first thing you're going to do. And of course, it's going to look a little watery, but that's what you want. You want to get the eggs in there. You want to mix everything up first. All right, and my cat's in here. Hi, Cheetah. Add another cup of dough. And you see my dough's back here. I'm going to be filling this up again. It just makes it easier for me to put into the food processor. All right. I'm beginning to love this thing. So it does save you time, absolutely. And that's what my brother was looking for to help me out. Yep. Gotta make sure it's locked. And again, this is when I post a little bit. You just want to make sure. And this is like so easy to do. I love it. Okay. All right. That's looking real pretty. Oops, okay. Yeah, you always got to make sure this is locked too. Sorry about that. All right, so there's a lot of pieces to this. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do, and that's looking really pretty. I just want to show you quickly what it looks like. That's the look you're looking for. However, I want to add a little bit more flour because I want it to get a little thicker. So you have to have a good eye for this stuff, okay? That's the whole point. You have to have a good eye for the food processor. You got to make sure that you have everything the way it should go. All right, there we go. That little thing in the middle can be tricky. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and I am just gonna, instead of, we're just gonna do another cup of flour, okay? Just another cup. And that should be good for this here. Okay. Set this here. And I can't wait to get to that meat later. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be so delicious. Oh, wait. Didn't line this up, or did I? No. Oh, wait, there we go. Gotta make sure you lock this. Oh, wait, I did it a little backwards here. Well, hold on. It should be that way. And this does get a little messy, y'all, and that's why I want to make sure that I'm doing this right. Okay, that's it. But that's what dough does. It gets messy, right? All right, there we go. Oh, okay. Oh, it's not on right. That's how you know. That's what I like about this. It tells you if your pieces are not on correctly, which I know this one isn't. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. See, and that's a good thing because you want to make sure all your pieces are good, especially with this stuff. All right, all right. Perfect. All right. So we're going to just let it rock out now. We're going to just let it mix up and do its work. Okay? that's looking really good. I like it. Okay, we have to add a little bit more dough, okay? But this is looking fabulous, y'all. Oh. And this powder here is going everywhere, so I gotta make sure I sit it somewhere where it's safe. All right. Okay, and I'm just gonna take a little bowl or a cup. Doesn't matter. All right. There we have it. That's like about a half a cup. Half a cup. And I got some stuff on my face. All right. Yeah, so it can be a little, a little messy, but it's so worth it. It saves your hands from getting cramped up and getting carpal tunnel, right? All right. There we go. Do your work, baby. Tap it. I like the pulsing part because it does do it the right way. You don't want to over beat up your dough. Okay, now look at that. That is what I'm looking for, y'all. You got to be careful with these pieces because you can easily cut yourself. All right. So like I said, I'm still learning to do the food processor. So look at that. And that is the texture that you're looking for. A beautiful, nice ball. And of course, like I said, it did save me time because, like I said, all I have to do is just put a little bit of more dough on this by hand. Okay, because it did the hard work for me, right? So we're going to go over here. There we go. And Cheetah, you want to say hi to the camera? She's way down here. She's staring at me like, Mom, what are you doing? What are you doing now, Mama? So I'm just going to add some more of that dough. And there's so much you could do with that food processor. It's amazing, the stuff that you could do with that. I was looking at all the other recipes that it has or whatever. So, what do you want, Cheetah? Cheetah's down here bothering me. All right. So, like I said, that is the texture that you're looking for this dough. Beautiful. All right. So take a look at that. That's what you're looking for. See, you just got to make sure it's, it has that good pull to it. And there you have it. So what I do next, I'm just going to sit that right on top of my bag. Now that's just one bowl of dough that I have. I'm doing another one as well, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and shoot this video out to you. Very simple. Saved me a lot of time in my kitchen, so ups to that. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up in saran wrap, which I have over here. Let me just do that. I'll wait. I just want to get this on a pretty, look at that. So pretty. And that's a lot. That's going to do a lot of pastelillos, this right here. Yes, it is. And like I said, that was so simple. That was awesome. So, like I said, I'm still learning that food processor. And I'm going to have a mess of dough in here everywhere, which is the whole point when you cook with love. All right. So, let me take you down quickly. All right. So, I just want to be able to show you. Flip. Oh, well, I can't flip it. That's right. Okay, so here I have my saran wrap. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to wrap this dough up very beautifully. Okay, and as you see, I have a super mess going on in my kitchen and my sink a little bit. So there you have it. There's the dough. So simple, so quick. That evaporating milk gives it a great flavor, and vice versa the sugar. All right, so keep that in mind. And as you see, here's a little mess. All you do is pick it up and you're done. But like I said, I'm making 2 more bowls of this, and that's pretty much it. There is my beautiful pork. There is my beautiful bacalao. So there you have it. All right, so this girl, I know I don't know why it's doing that. It's doing a dark color. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and shoot this out. And I believe it's what I touched a button on my phone. Sorry about that. So hopefully you got to see that. My pork feet, my bacalao, my ingredients I wrote down to show you guys, and my food processor is there, and it's ready to go again. So I like to give you guys up closes of everything that I do. Cheetah, do you want to say hi to the cameras? Come here, babies. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi before I put powder on your nose. And I just put it on her nose. Say hi. Look, now we both got powder. Say hi. Say, my name's Cheetah. All right. Catch you in a bit for the next round. But actually, wait a minute. I want to quick show you this before I forget. So, however, remember the end of those hearts that I have for the window, for the top, what I'm doing for the top. All right, so there you have it. These are my designs that I did. These are the last big hearts that I have going on. I have a little light here that I'm going to put together as well. And check it out, guys. Check this out. Yes, I did this so beautifully. That Pringle, if you're paying attention to any of my videos and you see, you'll know what this girl's up to. Look at the lips, all that beautiful. All this is getting ready to get hung up, so I'm going to definitely show you that last, and that's going to be the last and the final when all those pastelillos are done, so I can't wait. And I have a few more that I'm doing here for the bottom of the window. As you know, that is the final bottom. So again, please don't miss it, and I love you guys so much, and I'm so excited that you guys are here with me. All right.